In the films, the Iron Man armor is not only super strong, but amazingly flexible. A flexibility that's impossible to replicate in reality using 100% titanium. So we had to make some adjustments.
For instance, our abs here are actually made in a flexible urethane. This gives me some real range of motion. The shoes are actually 3D printed in powdered nylon, a material I am kind of surprised how robust and resilient it is. This is printed by a company named Dinsmore Incorporated. Thank you guys for that donation.
As we close in on finishing our assembly, I'd like to separate fact from fiction here. Tony Stark's suit is a fictional piece of engineering. It has a built-in life support system. It makes him super strong. It's practically indestructible. It has an arsenal of advanced weaponry, and it can fly. The military has been trying to develop a suit like that for decades and hasn't even come close. Our real suit is basically a titanium shell. We hope it will be bulletproof. We want it to be bomb-proof, and we plan to try and fly in it, but it won't be the fully functional suit we see in the films. But to my eyes, it is a thing of surpassing beauty. And after days of laborious assembly, it's finally time to put it on.
Squeezing in. Beauty. Great. Awesome.
Yeah.
And finally, I am Iron Man.
I can't even tell you how awesome this feels. I've been wanting to put together an Iron Man suit for about 10 years, but I never in a million years imagined that I'd end up with one made out of titanium. I swear, this thing, I'm hitting. Yeah, I feel pretty well protected in this baby. Other thing that I find really exciting about this titanium suit of Iron Man armor, there is only one in the world, and I am wearing it. That is freaking cool. The next thing to do is to start shooting this thing with guns and see how bulletproof it actually is. All right, let's get a can opener so I can get out of this thing. I am standing in the Alameda County Sheriff's Department shooting range in Dublin, California, where we are planning to shoot some guns at our newly completed Iron Man armor to find out if it's bulletproof. And if it is, well, then it has crossed that divide from costume to real armor. I'm kind of excited to find out. It's like a cooking show, but with guns.
For today's test, my team and I constructed a remotely operated gun stand that will allow me to pull the trigger from behind a shield to avoid ricocheting bullet fragments. We'll be firing multiple calibers of bullets to test the armor's resistance to increasing impacts. A 22 caliber, a 9mm, and a 45 caliber. Think of them as small, medium, and large.
Awesome. I feel like that is in a good position.
The impact of a bullet is determined by the projectile's mass and velocity. The bigger the bullet and the faster it travels, the greater the damage done to the target. We're hoping the bullets won't penetrate our titanium armor, but if they do, we want to be able to measure the damage. Cue the dummy.
Right here, right there. Perfect. We found this company that makes ballistic gel dummies with bones and organs that have been calibrated to be the correct density of proper organs.
And as you can see, this one is slightly used.
All right, get the armor.
We'll be firing all 3 of our different caliber bullets from handguns at a distance of 20 feet, close enough to inflict mortal damage to an unprotected human torso.
Safety is off. Here we go. Gonna shoot at some Iron Man armor. Oh. All right, buddy. See you on the other side. Here we go. 3D printed titanium Iron Man armor versus 22 caliber bullet in 3, 2, 1. Oh, there is no break in the surface. There is no dent, no nothing. I can see the mark where the .22 caliber hit, but there is no tactile sign that a bullet hit this, and that means that this is bulletproof. But it's a .22 caliber round. I would like to fire some higher firepower at it to find out just how bulletproof it is. I can't believe I just said that sentence. We're moving up to a 9mm round.
It's not just bigger than a .22 caliber. Because it packs more gunpowder, it travels at a much greater speed.
There we go. Right. Here we go. 9mm round versus Iron Man armor. In 3, 2, 1. The cover for the light fell out, but let's go check out how we did. Oh, okay. Wow, I hit right next to the other shot. A tiny dent. I mean, I can feel it, but it's probably moved in less than a millimeter. That is impressive. And you can see the bullet hit here and sprayed this way, and the amount of force actually knocked the lens out of the chest. This sort of thing happens from time to time. A close examination of the armor post shooting at it is revealing this here, a little bit of shrapnel in the ballistics gel. And if I pull that out, I can confirm, yep, that's a piece of lead from the bullet. And this is apparently one of the hidden dangers of wearing Iron Man armor, is that as the bullet splashes off your chest, if you don't have proper neck and chin protection, well, all the pieces of that bullet have to go somewhere, and they're going to enjoy burying themselves into your tender flesh. Now we're gonna move up to the bigger bullet.
With 60% more mass than the 9mm, the .45 caliber bullet is capable of much greater damage.
All right, safety's off. Here we go. 3D printed titanium Iron Man armor versus .45 caliber bullet. 3, 2, 1. This is a hell of a hit. Let's go check it out. Whoa, some significant, yeah, it came up and hit the shoulder bell, hit the pauldron, but seems to have skipped right off of it. Right there, that's a .45 caliber bullet hit, and it hasn't even left a significant mark. That is bulletproof armor. In the movies, you're always seeing Tony Stark in the Iron Man suit while people are shooting at him and the bullets are just bouncing off of him. We have now determined empirically, experimentally here at the shooting range that that is an accurate picture of what a titanium Iron Man suit would do in relation to bullets. It's totally bulletproof. Now we're gonna find out if it's explosion proof.